Alright, one of the draft strategies that really caught the attention of analysts during the 2025 NFL Draft came from the Cleveland Browns. They decided to select not one, but two quarterbacks. Dillon Gabriel in the 3rd round at pick number 94. And then Shedeur Sanders in the 5th round at pick 144. This was notable, especially since Sanders had been projected much higher by many and was taken after Gabriel. A recent analysis takes a closer look at the potential upside and strategy behind this decision. Browns general manager Andrew Berry offered some insight, explaining that while drafting two quarterbacks wasn't their original plan going into the weekend, they decided to do so based on their approach of taking the best player available and considering position value. Berry felt that Shedeur Sanders was unexpectedly still on the board in the 5th round and was mispriced relative to the draft at pick 144. He emphasized the team's philosophy to maximize the impact of the picks they have and that they expect every player to compete. The analysis points out that despite Shedeur Sanders' significant draft slide due to reported character and attitude concerns during the pre-draft process, there's an undercurrent of support and understanding among some NFL personnel for the Browns' move, particularly seeing the Sanders pick at 144 as potentially good value. Other league personnel cited in the article support the strategy of taking two at-bats instead of one on draft quarterbacks. Given the historically low hit rate at the position, some also see a potential psychological element of creating competition between Gabriel and Sanders, believing it could push both players, forcing Sanders into a fight or flight mode when competing for reps. According to a consensus of 5 talent evaluators cited in the article, they generally see Shedeur Sanders as having more talent and a higher ceiling, potentially developing into a quality starter, compared to Dillon Gabriel, who is viewed more likely as a high-level backup. They typically graded Sanders much higher overall than Gabriel based on talent. Their college stats, including a look at their peak seasons, also support this perceived talent discrepancy. The analysis briefly touches on historical context, noting examples like the 2024 Patriots drafting Drake May and Joe Milton III, or the 2012 Washington team selecting Robert Griffin III and Kirk Cousins, as instances where drafting multiple quarterbacks has sometimes proven beneficial by providing future value or roster flexibility. Looking at the Browns' currently crowded quarterback room, which includes the injured Deshaun Watson, veteran Joe Flacco, and Kenny Pickett, whose 5th-year option was declined, the analysis speculates that Pickett is the most likely Week 1 starter, with Gabriel and Sanders competing for the number 2 spot heading into the season. Ultimately, the analysis suggests that the Browns' unique strategy of drafting both Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders, particularly capitalizing on Sanders' slide for value despite the concerns, is viewed by some within the league as a calculated risk with potential significant upside. It's a move aimed at fostering competition and addressing their sorest position of need amidst a complex quarterback situation while strategically using their draft capital.